to support and will protect the freedoms of religion. In terms of specifics, I look for focusing on the economy and creating jobs. You know, it's pretty much in our Constitution, and what is there is basically what we have as an attack. I mean, you have to fight. So I will fight. I will fight to protect the values of our nation, however I need to. Definition of marriage. I mean, we can go on down the line. I think the question to me is more about commitment. And I have been a Christian all my life. I have been exposed to Catholic Church. I've been exposed to Presbyterian Church. I've been exposed to Southern Baptist Church. I believe all the religions are good for society, and I look to protect them all.
Thank you. We take as a congressional representative under those conditions.
Yeah. If we have Obamacare, I would put specific legislation in place to remove the part of Obamacare that takes away our freedom of religion, and having churches cover what they shouldn't cover based upon their religious beliefs. So I would try to put in legislation that would take that part out. I hope we're not at that point that we can repeal Obamacare, but given those situations, that's what I would do. And when you talk about school choice, I have radical ideas on school choice, that we should, that the Department of Education should be removed, and we give all the ability to the states and the local, and I would fight our local school boards here to put in a school choice program like it's in New Orleans, where I grew up. It was one of the worst school districts in the nation. Now it's one of the best because of school choice.
If we can't repeal Obamacare, I would introduce an amendment that prohibits any of the insurance exchanges from paying for abortions. And that is something that's very important. It doesn't have to be mandatory. I mean, I don't think any of the Obamacare needs to be there, because I think the whole thing obligates, Americans to do things that are against their moral values. So I would introduce specifically an amendment that says, if I can't overturn the whole deal, that we will not be paying public funds for any abortion types. And then the second thing I would do is I would actually sponsor separately the Life Begins at Conception Act. Because the other reality is we cannot overturn Roe v. Wade at the congressional level. That's the Supreme Court to do that. So I want to establish a definition of when life begins, therefore making it unworthy of anyone to do an abortion, because now it's legally murdered because life already begun at conception. So I would support co-sponsor because it already exists. Life Begins at Conception Act.
Time.
I don't want to say if we can't repeal. We're going to repeal Obamacare. Okay, that's going to happen. There's no if we can't. That's got to happen. There is no alternative for this nation. The latest figure here is Obama said he wanted to keep it under $1 trillion over the next 10 years. It costs $900 billion, went to $1.6 trillion, or $2.6 trillion. Every 3 months, it's going up by hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars. And that message needs to get out. When you're bankrupt, you can't afford another $2.6 trillion. Obviously, when you don't like what the whole bill stands, you rip out the individual components you don't like and the things that offend our religious liberty, making the church pay for contraception, abortions, all that needs to be stripped out. It's a terrible idea. But this bill, Obamacare, has got to be repealed. I mean, that's a guarantee of the death of this nation. Just not your health care. It'll be over. When this bubble hits and your dollar's not worth anything, or off the gold standard anything, there's no plan B when your currency is worthless. If you remember countries like Argentina and Russia when it happened, Russia was the superpower overnight. What happened to Russia? It goes quickly. I'm not trying to scare people. There is no alternative. Obamacare is going to be repealed. We're taking Grayson out. We're taking Obama out. We're getting back to the country values and country.
Thank you.